super popular. And then there's another one that liked them and actually rates them, and they go to like different distilleries and different locations together and do
That's cool.
tastings and stuff. But it's her like it's her, social media that does it. So they're growing, and I think, an opinion's an opinion, and I like
palate's
to
a
hear them
palate.
all. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's great. I think there's no reason to be male-dominated industry other than the fact that typically, and I don't want to get canceled for this, but Josh is giving me the look. Don't say it
Don't
then.
say it.
I don't know what you're going to say, but
No, but typically you'll find that, I wouldn't even say just women. I would say young people in general, but also women typically order things that taste good, that you can't taste the
Fruity.
alcohol.
Yeah.
yeah.
They want the fruity things. They want, the espresso martini. They want the stuff that tastes good, where you can have, men typically like
Gasoline.
hard gasoline, which I don't know why that is, but I've definitely acquired a taste to it through the show, just drinking it every single week. And so it's one of those things that I feel like once you acquire that taste to it, that when you start picking out the notes and the different flavors and everything
It's
like we do,
enjoyable.
it's enjoyable. Absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
in the whiskey world, we call it breaking the wall.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like getting used to, like, when you first take that first sip, it burns a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you're breaking the wall, so you break that down.
Nice.
Getting
Okay.
your palate.
So that's exactly what I did. So my whole thing was I needed to find something that I could drink that I wouldn't down, because my problem is if it tastes good, I'm going to keep drinking them. And then 9 drinks later, I have to walk home, and I don't want to do that. So I started drinking whiskey because it would take me all night to get through one whiskey drink.
Yeah.
And then I just started liking it, and now it's a problem. So I need to find some other nasty drink that I can only drink one of a night.
So what do you know about Nelson?
Yeah, fill us in.
Yeah, so it was the great, great, great grandfather of Charles and Andy.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were actually going to like a gas station, and Charles had seen, I don't know if it's Charles or Andy, had seen a
Historic sign.
exactly of, oh, can you hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Just lift her camera up, Warren.
Oh, is it in the way? Okay. So
Warren. Just lift her camera up. No, you can keep talking. We'll
okay, so I don't know if it was Charles or Andy, but they were like, "Why don't we start this again? Like this, we had this distillery. Like it was in our family. Like let's start this again." So they had some pull back from what they needed. Is they needed the money to start it up, and so they were going around looking for people to kind of invest into their, idea of starting their distillery back up for their family, and then eventually they did find some people and they started it up. But the distillery dates back to like Belle Meade, which is
1800s.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was their great grandfather that started that. And if you've ever seen the symbol on Belle Meade, there's the horses. So I have some backstory to the horses. So
Ooh,
that's from the
nice.
Kentucky Derby.
Really?
So the ancestors of the
Similar
horse.
to Blanton's.
Yeah. So I mean, it really is kind of funny how a lot of bourbons do go back to the Kentucky Derby on how they do things. But so what it was is the horse that's on the label.
Of Belmead.
Yeah, has ancestry dating back to like Secretarian and all the major horses that have won in the Kentucky Derby.
That's cool.
So I think it's
Secretariat.
Secretariat. Did I say Secretariat?
He was only 19 years
Secretariat.
old.
Who?
What?
The horse.
No. Horses are 5 years old. Horses run at like 4 or 5. Oh, you mean when he
Lifespan.
died?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
actually
yeah,
saw
when he
his
died.
gravestone.
Gotcha,
I think it was like yesterday, to believe it or not.
Yeah, and I think racehorses, they're just run so hard that they don't live very long. Because there's horses that live 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
But, yeah, not racehorses, because they're just pushed too much.
Yeah, I think they like retire them super early.
They
though.
they turn them into glue.
They only let them ride when they, I think it's 3 years old, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like
it's
one
3.
Yeah.
one year.
yeah,
and
you
then
got to
that's
be
it.
3,
Yeah.
and that's it.
So I wrote down which one it was. It's either the horse on the right or the left, but I think it is the right. the right horse on the label is the one that's related to all like the big horses.
That's cool.
Oh.
It's kind of cool. But
Wait, what bottle is that on?
that's on the
Bell
Bell
Mead.
Mead.
The Bell Mead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bellmead. We can't buy it in New Hampshire.
No.
I don't believe so.
Is it like you have to apply to try to get it, or they just don't even
they
have
just don't.
it?
They just don't carry it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those like.
Is
ones
it
that's-
expensive?
No.
I think it's what $60 or
It's-
something.
yeah,
it's not.
it's-
So you can get it out of state, but you can't sell it.
Correct.
Because
Yeah. Correct.
laws, stupid laws.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, continue. Sorry.
Oh, I mean that's literally. I mean, I had some stuff on like what ended up happening was like during because it's made in Tennessee, right?
Yep.
So, well, if you check the back,
It's Tennessee.
label- Bell Mead though.
Oh.
That says it's distilled in Indiana.
Yeah. Nelson Brothers is a Tennessee company.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Bell Mead is in distilled in Indiana, but
It's on the front for where it says Tennessee.
yeah. So what
Does it not?
happened is it was an adoptee of the Prohibition in 1909. Actually, not in 1920. So Tennessee started to become a dry. I mean,
In early or 1909.
early, yeah. And so that's what ended up
Yeah.
making it kind of go. out
And they
of
what
business.
reopened 2006? He said.
Yeah, 2006. And if you actually, I believe it's look at the bottom of that bottle.
Bottom underneath.
Yep.
It has number
US
1.
8.
It has 21. Oh, 01.
Yeah,
01.
01. Because
Says 91.
no, is it Greenbrier?
And
I'm
my
thinking of
Greenbrier's going to have that because that's the original
the
bottle.
original bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says 916 0. Oh no, sorry, that's a
No,
4.
if you look at the other one,
0421.
if you look at their other
Oh
bottle,
yeah, this is a 6. Oh 6.
yeah, the other one I want to say it's like it's a historic distillery for the
Oh.
Greenbrier. Because you're right, like your story was accurate. They were sitting at a gas station.
Thank you for
Yeah, jumping it back to her story. Yeah, yeah.
No, for saying that she was accurate because
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't sure. I thought she was lying.
No. So how it actually? So the grandfather, they came over from
Great.
They came over
grandfather,
from a European country. I'm not sure which
I
one.
can't remember, but I might.
But he fell overboard with his gold in his pocket.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
we talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yep. So they landed in America.
We had like a big thing about it.
Yep. So if you look at the bottom of the
Yes.
Greenbrier,
Tennessee 5.
it's Tennessee Distillery number
Oh.
5.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This one's number
Past that.
6.
So this is the same bottle.
Tennessee Distillery number 6.
They kept it all the same.
As the original.
As
and
the
it looks
original.
here.
Yeah. Do you mind passing
They
that?
did the same thing with Bell Mead too.
Did they?
Yeah.
It's all of
The
the original
original
bottle.
So
back, yeah.
the story behind that bottle,
That's cool.
when they went down and found out that their family was the distillery, they found this older gentleman that was a bottle collector in
In
Tennessee,
the area.
Oh, I didn't know this.
and he gave him an original Greenbrier bottle, and then they had it 3D modeled and
Oh,
had all their other bottles based off the original bottle.
yeah.
They
That's
also
so
did that. They
cool.
found they found one that was full, and they figured out what the mash bill was and
That
stuff.
is right. I
Yep.
did hear about that. Yeah,
Yep.
because that's how they got the original
Yep.
mash bill.
Yes.
Yeah. And Bell Mead too. They did that towards the original mash bill. On
It's
the Bell
so
Mead.
interesting though because if he fell over into the ocean, who brought the recipe over?
No,
No.
his grandfather didn't start the recipe. His grandfather was he worked for someone that owned a distillery.
Gotcha.
That's where
And then
it
he fell
started.
overboard and
No, he fell overboard before. When he came here and they were in Kentucky, he worked for someone that was in the industry,
right.
and
right.
he started his own.
Yeah. The way they say it though is once they found that sign, Charlie said his beard instantly grew. He did say that.
He did say that, yeah.
That phone's staying down there. It's fallen
It's the
like
third
5
time.
times.
So,
Yeah.
what are we supposed to be
Nice.
tasting? Have we tasted it yet? Smelled it yet?
No, we
What's,
haven't.
Oh,
on,
I
the,
haven't.
what's on the nose?
You guys didn't even talk about the cigar, what you smelled or tasted, flavors.
That's because there's really nothing.
No.
It's so new that there's not. We were
No, but I mean, you
We
can
don't
just
have-
tell what you feel.
Yeah, we have terrible palates.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well,
What is it on
Let's
1,000th episode?
try
Then
not
we'll
to
be
cheat.
considered experts.
Is that what it
Oh,
is?
I know what I wanted to tell you.
oh, go
Okay.
ahead.
So remember how we did the Angels Envy last week?
Correct.
I do remember.
So actually, Charlie reached out to Lincoln Henderson when he
Okay.
started this,
that.
Mhm.
Lincoln Henderson is.
the master distiller for
Angels
Angels,
Envy.
Envy.
I know, but
Yeah.
for
Oh.
the viewers.
And he also reached out to master distiller of Maker's Mark too,
Okay. Whose name
And-
is?
Dave Pickrell. I think
Ooh.
that's how you pronounce it. I might
Pickrell.
be
Yep.
Pickrell. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to. totally make this.
I don't think Dave's ever gonna watch, so you'll be
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. You don't think so?
Yeah, so he reached out
Baker's
to him
Mark, big
about
brand.
giving them some pointers, and so they did have meetings with them when they first. Oh well, we have some fireworks going on.
Yeah, I hope it's fireworks. Move it inside.
Welcome to beautiful downtown Cambridge.
Yeah.
No, it's fireworks.
It's
It's
fireworks.
fireworks. It's
Yeah.
fireworks. Fireworks are legal here, so if you
So
like
what else
fireworks,
from?
yeah.
So
anyway, go ahead.
the maybe mash bill on this,
Ooh.
yeah, I kind of went and tried to find
You
out
might
as
know the
much as I possibly
secrets.
could. So from what people think, and I'll be able to kind of when I taste it, kind of know if
So you're going
There's-
into this never tasting this.
She's
I've
never
never
had it.
tried this.
That's awesome.
Never
This is
tried
so
it.
cool.
I enjoy this.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to tell you what's in
Yes.
it then.
So
She knows.
So what they
No one
think-
knows.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just
No, I mean the
somebody's.
smelling notes, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
let you try to.
See.
Yeah, let's use.
Yeah,
you do
I'm really excited about this. But from what people think and what the common thing is 64% corn, 30% rye, and 4% malted
So
rye.
higher rye.
Higher rye. But I don't know. I haven't smelt
Wait,
it.
wait. What are those percentages again? I don't think
64,
those.
36.
And then
Oh, okay, 64-36.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is about this too, that's a really low on the malted barley part of it too as well. Because
Yeah.
usually I see like 10, 15, maybe 10. So
Okay.
that's really low too as well.
It's interesting
So-
that someone's like, no, it's 6, not 5.
So you're expecting
6.
more peppery?
Yeah. Or herbaceous. Like sometimes when you have high rye, it's like mint, herbs, like
Can I get a definition on that last one?
Yeah, vacious.
Herbaceous.
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 Let's-
So like herb,
Herb.
Herbaceous.
Herb
strong.
flavors.
Yeah.
eucalyptus or like
Eucalyptus, yeah.
mint sometimes comes out.
Koalas.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
With-
have you seen? No, I'm not going to wrap it
Or
Yeah,
up.
we're not
banana
gonna. I know where you're
bread.
going with that.
Banana
Yeah.
bread?
Banana bread comes out with rye too.
I love
Okay.
bananas.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's give it a shot.
So let's see.
Well, let's not shoot it.
Let's see
Let's
what
not
you
take
get
it.
on the
Let's-
nose.
Let's try to not give it a shot.
Immediately, I'm
but-
getting banana bread. So yeah, it is high rye.
Really?
I get peach blossom.
Shut the fuck up. You don't get no peach blossom.
That's on this one.
You cheater.
Do you do the So I was reading your program, and I was looking up tips and tricks because I'm probably gonna do it.
Me too.
Do you do what is it like when you smell something? You can't remember what it is, but you relate it to an event in your life. Like, oh, this reminds me of this time when I was eating banana bread.
Yeah.
I don't
I-
forget the word.
So whenever I smell cinnamon, I think banana bread. I feel like or nutmeg.
Okay.
So I think that's what I tend to do is like when I start smelling like cinnamon or nutmeg, I'm like, oh, it's banana bread. I automatically do that though, so it might not be.
I do
but
smell
I
the
just
banana
relate it.
bread.
You do, okay.
Yeah.
And chocolate. I'm smelling chocolate, really, really high amount of chocolate, and that's really funny because it's a low malted barley. Usually, when it's a high malted barley, I'd smell more chocolate, but
I don't know if I'm getting chocolate. I get the strong banana bread, and maybe I feel like banana bread could translate into chocolate a little bit,
maybe.
but I'm not getting chocolate, but it's probably a note, so don't, you know.
Well, it's
I'm
definitely
dumb, but
spice. I'm getting spice.
Definitely getting spice, but I feel like I get spice off a lot of things. And then I'm trying to
Orange? Are you getting an orangey? I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
like
but-
citrus. Not really. I mean, like now that you said banana bread, that's literally all I can smell. And then I'm also trying to talk because no one else is talking.
yeah.
well, I'm
and-
waiting and because I have a review here that.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, please.
That's why I was saying I was gonna wait for you to be like, oh,
to
that's.
smell. Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
got you. But maybe you could just
you
fill.
want me to
while I
send-
Like
smell.
send it?
leather? Or is there
So
something?
you said chocolate,
Banana bread.
banana bread, leather, and orange.
A little bit of orange, yeah.
I actually now I feel like a dick because I feel like I'm getting a little bit of peach.
I didn't get any peach, but I definitely got orange.
But it's just that I'm influenced by the verbiage that is.
But I am
occurring.
I'm feeling like I'm getting some more herbs in this. Like, is it mint?
I definitely feel mint.
Something?
Low mint, but mint.
That's it.
Why do you use one nostril, not both?
I do. I go from one to the other.
Why though?
Okay, so when you're smelling bourbon or any type of whiskey, actually, it's better to go from one side to the next. And the reason being is one nose is always going to be stronger. And then when I do, you'll see me go back to the stronger one. But if you go like this, you just burn your nostril right out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And when you bring it right to your nose.
Interesting.
Because you only
Alright.
breathe out of one nostril at a time.
really?
I feel
never
like
knew that.
today my left one's stronger, so
It does it automatically, and you'll never know.
That's crazy.
I'm
I
definitely
never knew
getting
that.
chocolate. I'm definitely getting banana bread. I'm definitely getting like baking spices, which would be the banana bread, and
Yeah.
then I'm getting
I
orange.
get baking spices.
and
I
I'm
could
getting
use that.
something herbaceous. I don't know what it is. If it's mint.
Cilantro.
I'm getting the orange. I'm not getting cilantro.
I'm getting like
If it
mint.
was cilantro, I have that gene where everything tastes like soap.
Oh,
and I
that
would
sucks.
immediately know.
I'm getting mint, but very little.
Because there's a taco truck down the road.
That's
they
probably
make
what
their-
it is.
They
oh,
make
the
their meat
cilantro.
with cilantro in it. And like,
Do you want to try it and see if we taste anything different?
Well, do you
So
want to
on the
talk about
nose-
the nose?
Oh,
on the
okay.
nose,
Yeah.
the nose opens with a creamy aroma of caramel, marshmallow, vanilla, and a touch of butterscotch.
Oh, okay.
Marshmallow.
Interesting. I
Underneath
don't
the
get the
sense
marshmallow. I
of-
do get caramel. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Charred.
Well, no, let
aged-
us talk about it. I mean, holy shit. That's the show. We're supposed to. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
oak that adds dimension. A sprinkle of baking spice rounds things out, despite coming across as surprisingly
Sprinkle.
light, considering the proof, because the proof is only
107.
107.8.
Oh, dang.
It's heavy. Yeah. It's strong.
Aged for 4 years per TTB regulation.
4 years plus.
At least 4 years.
yeah. Scents play well together. Wow. Blech. The
Yep.
scents play well together. Nice opening to the sip.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Yeah, so if you
I guess we're
exhale-
opening to the sip.
You'll only feel it on one nostril.
Do you smell it on one a little stronger than the
That's
other?
so weird.
You never knew that.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Now, I mean,
Wait, are we
Definitely.
sipping it?
Are we
sipping-
definitely
Yeah, we're
caramel.
sipping.
Oh, okay.
Sip away.
I need more.
Well, I like how she does the air thing. That's a wine. That's I learned that in wine.
Oh.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean,
Okay, so when I did the air thing, it fucking burned.
Well, you
Well-
gotta do it when it's like in your. You gotta bring the air in while there's a good amount in your mouth.
Oh, I did, and it burned.
did you?
While you're swallowing.
No, I had it in
Oh.
my mouth, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, because
but
you-
it brought a lot of flavor in too.
Oh, you breathe. Yeah,
You're breathing.
I'm
yeah.
breathing.
So I'm just like. my
Oh.
tongue.
like you're bringing oxygen through
Oh,
the
I was
liquid.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were bringing
like,
the alcohol
sucking in.
straight
You're
down
bringing
your
in
throat.
the fire.
Yeah, bring it in the fire.
Did you leave it in for
Exactly.
4 seconds?
I did not.
Yeah.
You didn't learn anything last week.
No.
So if you leave it in your mouth and like swish it into your cheek, you're gonna feel the burn. That's how you know it's high in alcohol. So that's how you judge alcohol. So if we did that when
good.
Angels
That's so
Ember,
good.
It
It
is very
burns,
good.
but it's. I can.
a
Yeah,
good
high
burn,
rye.
though.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very good.
Very high rye. Yes.